curious moms
and teenagers.
I'm Mama Mama.
And I'm Eli.
And we're the
Curious
too. Bump it, bump it. Shh. Today we are talking about...
mental health.
It is a very, very important topic right now.
But before we get into the important topic, please, if you guys remember the drill, subscribe if you want to see more videos from us. If you guys like this podcast and this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to show this to any other of your friends, peers, or anyone, please hit that share button and just share the channel.
Also, of course, shout out to our Spoiled Brats family for our home. And of course, you can follow them on their Instagram at Spoiled Brats and at Cajon Music. Okay.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Mental health. My God.
So what is this?
Super duper important. So what is mental health? It's health for your mind. Wow. Yes, ang talino. But really, it's the health of your mind.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, it says enough. And why is it important now? Because a lot of people have mental health conditions or have mental health problems because of a lot of factors.
Yeah.
What are the kinds of mental health, Elijah?
So there are, like, most of them are, one of them is depression, and then there's anxiety, there's a lot of eating disorders, there's ADHD.
What is ADHD?
Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Woo! Okay. Andito po siya.
Oh my God.
Anonymous.
Shoutout sa tita ko. Siya nagturo sa akin.
Sino? Tita Kay?
Yeah.
May Doc Brew. Nandun siya ngayon sa province. Doon siya ngayon nag-service ng kanyang pagiging doktor. But other than that, of course, ano ang mga triggers ng mental health?
Yeah. Well, triggers, social media is one of them, definitely, or anything online. Family can be one too, depends on how you're treated. Your environment, like...
Treated.
Wow! Your environment, like friends or peers or like, once again, family, but there's also school, how much work you're doing, it can help. It can really, like, affect you mentally. There's also work, hormones.
Hormones, again, hindi pa complete ang full capacity ng bodies ng teenagers sa kanilang hormones, pati yung sa kanilang brain. Yeah. So, there's a lot of mga triggers pa hormonally.
Yeah, there's also bullying.
Diba?
Discrimination of race, gender,
sexual orientation. Naku, lalo na ngayon, yan ang isa sa mga important topics ng mga sexual orientation. Dami na rin kasi, no? LGBTQ++++. And, no, but, you know, it's, maganda yun kasi nagkakaroon na ng mas maraming awareness sa different sexual orientation. At least nagiging open din yung mga tao. But then again, yun nga yung nagiging trigger siya because nagkakaroon ng discrimination about it.
Yeah.
And of course,
religion, and then disability, other factors, and of course, financial problems.
Ooh, number one. Financial problems. Hello there, mga money. Come to us. Okay, so a little bit of background. Ako naman, I'm very, very vocal and open about my mental health condition, which is bipolar disorder or BPD. So, ano ba yung BPD? So, in short, wala talaga kaming gitna sa kapag akong manic and depressive. So, it's very hard kasi that's a daily struggle. Of course, I have been with my psychiatrist for more than 15 years kasi I met her before I got pregnant. So, I am with that guidance. And of course, matagal yung journey bago ko nakilala yung condition, bago ko na-accept yung condition. I think yun yung pinakamatagal. At least, I think in my my early 30s, doon ko lang talaga siya na-embrace. So, from knowing that when I was, 25, 24, in my early 30s ko pa lang siya completely na-embrace. Yes, I understood it. Yes, I understood medical terms. Yes, I am struggling with it every day. Pero yung talagang masasabi ko na yung acceptance ay nung ganung time. So it's a long journey, it's a long process. And with the help also with medication, which I have a mood stabilizer and ano ba yung ano ko? Seroquel. What do you call this? Tranquilizer when I have manias. But I don't usually take the tranquilizer kasi nga, hindi ko naman kailangan. But when I gave birth to Guido, there's a need to rest and sleep. Because, hekik. Because if I don't, then it's hard to handle motherhood. Because it's hard. Lalo na ngayon lalo na yung may underlying condition which is bipolar, more prone to postpartum depression. So, I am very open with that kay Eli.
Yeah.
And with everyone else because malaking impact na yung mga followers ko per se, sa social media, sa totoong buhay, ay kahit papaano nakakakuha ng information about it sa mga daily struggles. Kasi kung hindi, you might feel alone. Actually, that's a problem with mental health condition na meron pa ring stigma, na meron pa ring tayong, yun nga, discrimination sa ganyan. So, kahit yung mga may mental health, may discrimination pa din. Even if there's malaking knowledge na, malaking awareness na sa mga tao, meron pa ding discrimination. That's why sometimes, or more so, na mas mahirap pag-usapan yun. Diba?
Yeah.
Tama ba? So, ang bottom line of my story is that Eli knows about it. Jo M, my partner, knows about it. And of course, the whole household, my family, and si Lola Meryll, alam nila yung condition ko. And that's why important. Kasi I can be honest na I'm not feeling okay today. So that it's also not to feel okay. There are days na hindi ka talaga okay. So ang importante, most important is rest. Kasi when you rest, nagkakaroon ka ng magandang energy, hindi ka nakaka-trigger ng mania, hindi ka masyadong nade-depress when you have ample rest. Most especially sa mga nanay, mga bagong nanay, when you just have given birth. So, sa mga parents na merong mental health conditions, I think it's very important to be honest sa mga teenagers, because you cannot underestimate the capacity of them to understand and their intelligence sa mga bagay na ganito. Tama ba ako, Elijah?
Yep.
Ikaw naman, as a teenager, how do you see this whole mental health thing?
Well, I think now, especially now sa generation namin ng mga teenagers, super important siya. Since, like we mentioned earlier, everything is online. So, little things like your mental health can be either diminished or downright destroyed when you're online. There's a lot of people who are in communities who are very nice, very supportive of that, but nothing will ever beat the talagang, support of family and friends, or not just that, yourself. And just if you have really history with mental health disorders and stuff na talaga, medication is really needed. It's not just it's a need, really. So parang for me, mental health, especially nowadays, is very, very important because, as a lot of people would say, our generation is softer.
Softer?
Really? That's what they said.
What does that mean?
For me, I think it's just we're more capable of opening up our emotions. That's why we're very, very sensitive. Sorry, not softer, sensitive.
Well, soft also. Well, that's also a nice way of looking at it. Parang pag sinasabi namin yung mga kaedad ko na, hay nako, mas mabilis ma-discourage ang mga generation ngayon.
That's true.
Mas, kunyari, sa work kami. Di ba tayo? Matatanda na tayo eh. Yung friend ko nga na nandito.
Hey guys.
yung work natin, yung training natin to get to where we at, so difficult.
Yeah.
You didn't have any choice about manning up. Kasi talagang wala kang that's how you will earn, etc. Now, lahat ng trabaho, they can do all at once. Di ba? With the tumatawa ka dyan, Kim, kasi alam mo yan. They can do anything. And then they can quit every time na nahihirapan sila. So I think the Tom Soft is also very
way to say it, yeah.
appropriate.
Because, and I don't know, for me, I think, I don't know, I'm kind of in the middle of that. Because I'm a very soft person myself. I'm a very sensitive and... But I also have a tough side, of course. That I learned from my mom na din eh. Like...
Yes, you can! May audience tayo! Wow, you have a phone-in question, sir.
I don't know, I mean, ewan ko pero ito yung nakita ko with regards to yung softness na sinasabi mo. I don't know if I'm right. But, kasi yung lately, ang dami kong, well, hindi man dami. May mga friends ako na ang lapit na masyado and yung mga siblings, brother or sister nag-suicide. Yung gano'n. And those things, back in the day, ganun kami katanda. Back in the day, you rarely hear that stuff. Or if you do, hindi siya ganun kalapit sa'yo. Ngayon, meron ako sa kamay ko na pwede kong si ganito, yung kapatid niya. Ito, ganun. I don't know if it's because when we were younger, we used to play a lot in the streets, right? There were no cell phones, no. Pinaka-ano lang nun was like a game and watch, I guess, or a family computer. Pero, we were out in the streets playing most of the time. And hindi mo maiwasan yung meron mga asar sa'yo. Or yung nagpagtatalo kayo sa patintero na, ano ka, kanina ka, step na ako. Hindi na taya kita. Ganun. So you learn how to sort of like stand up and fight for whatever was you think yung tama. So, nagkaroon ka ng ganung...
Ng grit.
Oo, na growing up. Na kasi ako, bullied ako eh. There was a time I was bullied in school and I had to fight back because my friend was a girl. So, hindi niya bully yun ng tangkad. Yung, kailangan ko ngayon, wala akong mga tropang lalaki na sila yung sasalo sa'yo. But anyway, so hinabol ko siya. Yung uso dati kasi nun yung panyo na ganyan, tas ganyan.
Ito. Pero masakit yun, ha?
Oo, masakit siya. Naman ako sa mata. Tapos gusto kong gumanti. Ang naisip ko lang, dudukutin ko naman yung mata niya. Kahit anong mangyari, basta madukot ko lang. Ng morbid. Kaya naman ko siya sa buong school. Tapos after, hindi niya nabinuli. But what I'm trying to say is that, natutunan ko tuloy lumaban. So, yun.
So, meron siyang connection with
I think that plays a part as well.
Yeah.
And then everybody now is like, just nasa phone lang, yung ganun. So, konting na-rattle ka agad.
Yeah, and also I think, I'm not cutting you naman, no? And also I think, dahil nabigyan ng label yung mga nararamdaman natin, no? Parang mas na-identify ng mga bata ngayon yung, ay, may depression ako. Ay, naku, may anxiety o nata ako. Diba? Diba?
So
Tama
true,
ba?
yeah.
Right.
Especially online, you're gonna find people who say that stuff. Tapos yung pala when they're tested lang official.
Hindi ka maririnig, anak.
Sorry. Especially when they get tested officially by medical experts talaga. Wala naman pala. So it's really like a lot of misinformation.
Yeah.
And a lot of very, 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 very...
Dami nun,
Sorry, it's like from my personal experience, a lot of very overreactive is that a word? I don't even know. Madami mga nag-overreact lang. Yung Filipino nagtaglish ng... Just a lot of people who overreact over, like
small things.
Yeah. Tapos they make it a big deal when it's really not. I mean, I get that it can be made a big deal because of the person's perspective. But, like what my mom said, there's no point in making it a label. You can just say, I feel like this because of that.
Yeah, but you cannot help it because it's out there. Diba? Pag merong isang influencer na influential sa buhay mo na you follow and na kikita mo na ay she's open about bipolar disorder. Naku, parang may bipolar din ako kasi nalulungkot ako.
Yeah,
Tapos minsan naman, dami kong energy. But ikaw ba yan? Oh, self-diagnose. That's the right term. Nagsa-self-diagnose sila. Because it's easy. Dahil meron na silang idea, ito pala yung symptoms. Ay, parang meron ako niyan. So
hate na hate ko din yung mga, like, there are those accounts that you might be bipolar if you do this. Tapos yung mga online na test, take this if you're this.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cap.
Yeah. And we cannot help that anymore. Nandyan na yun.
It's just
out there.
I think it's a good idea to have a warning na din na this is not official or whatever.
Yeah, hindi nila gagawin yun. Kasi feeling nila official yun. Diba? I mean, that's it eh. Kung ano na lang yung paniniwalaan mo ngayon, yun yung nilalabas mo eh. And then merong follower dun na paniniwalaan yun. That's the chain reaction
Especially
of being...
the younger ones na who are misinformed. Yeah, super.
Kawawa.
Like, I swear, okay, there was this one time, I was scrolling through Reddit. Tas there's this kid there, legit kid, like 12 years old na, like, I'm depressed. Like, what?
I'm depressed?
Yeah, I'm like, no, talagang like depressed na parang, tas sinabi niya all of this and that. I'm like,
but you know,
are you tested?
Yeah.
Tas, I saw the comments, tas parang, and if you get misinformed, sometimes you can get bullied already from that. Kasi I checked the comments and people were like, what? That's not possible. Isn't that mean words? I'm like, oh, not the right place to be in right now.
Yeah.
I think
people now are unkind. Diba? Sometimes, yung mga diagnosed na tao din ang nagsasalita na who are trying to be inspirational, they still get bashed.
Yeah.
They still get bashed for being honest and for being truthful and for being, if you want to reach an audience na makakatulong ka. Yung mga andun na wala namang kinalaman doon, sumasali para lang magsabi ng, ay, peke yan, or ano ka, mamatay ka na. You know,
people, yeah.
They are so mean. Kanina nga sa TikTok, nag-post ako ng TikTok yung I would be something yung meron dito ng gano'n. Tas, oo. Sabi pa naman ng isang sabi niya, ay, hindi ko siya nakilala. Mukha siyang parang stressed, ngarag. Sabi ko talaga, thanks. Because that's real motherhood for you. Diba? I cannot always look like I'm an artista because wala kaming yaya. Diba? And you have to be real and truthful. And habang you're real and truthful, may masasabi at masasabi pa rin silang pangit. And how do you deal with that? Yun eh, nagiging trigger siya. So, how do you deal with that? As a parent, as a teenager.
For me?
Ako muna, as a parent muna. Kasi yun yung isa sa mga pinakamahirap as a parent right now. Because mahirap makipag-usap eh. Diba? Lalo na kung hindi mo na-build yung relationship na yon, nakagaya namin ni Eli. Maaga kami nagkaroon ng way of communication na we can converse about anything without taboo. Siya pa ngayon nahihiya eh. Ako talaga, lagi ko sinasabi sa kanya na open ako. Kasi sa bahay mo dapat matutunan yung mga bagay na yan. And kung, di ba, doon ang compassion eh, nagsa-start sa home. Not all the time, but, di ba, as a parent, it's important na meron kang magandang relasyon sa teenager. Kasi nga, mas madalas yung mga traditional na parents, kung ano lang din yung gusto nila, kung ano lang din yung tama, yun din yung tama for their kids. Which is very hard nowadays. Mahirap siya kasi iba na ang generation ngayon. Mas kailangan ng generation ngayon ng compassion. Mas kailangan nila ng tao na makikinig. Lalo na sa magulang nila. Mas importante na yung magulang knows how to listen. That's the hardest part in being a parent eh. To listen. Kasi feeling mo, 'di ba, ikaw ang tama. Proven ko yan kay Eli. Laging sinasabi, 'di ba, mothers knows best. Mothers know best, yung mga ganyan.
Mother knows best.
Mother knows best and mothers know best. Di ba maaga ko sinabi sa iyo na, oy, hindi totoo yan. You know, because I was a single mom and you were an only child. And sabi ko sa iyo na, malay ko ba kung ano yung pagiging magulang? Hindi ko masasabi sa'yo na alam ko.
Wala namang inabot na manuscript.
Wala naman. Manual. Manuscript. Wala nang inabot na manual on being lalo na being a single parent. Usually, you have two parents. Dati, bira naman yung blended families. So, sabi ko kay Eli, aga pa lang, this is our journey together. I don't know any better. You will teach me, and then you will learn from me. It's as an equal thing. And that's very hard for a parent to say. That's very hard for a parent to admit. Kaya ako dahil sa conversations natin dito, sana yung mga makikinig sa ating mga nanay, tatay, or guardians, sana maintindihan natin na yung authority natin doesn't mean na authority natin sa buhay nila. 'Di ba? Na kailangan din nila ma-empower nung ating presence, nung ating reason bakit tayo may authority. Ibig sabihin na sa kakatanda tayo. So yun, as a parent, yun yung parang gusto kong malaman ng mga co-parents ko and mga teenagers na din na you can talk to your parents. 'Di ba? But it's just so different now. Pero you have to work harder. Mga magulang, tayo yon. We have to work harder. Kasi iba na nga yung generation ngayon. So, yes, that's my 2 cents on that. How about you?
What is the question again?
I don't even remember to.
Like,
as a teenager ngayon, yung paano, how do you... Ano nga? Ano ba? Saan na ba tayo? Wala na tayo sa guide.
oh my God.
Ano bang yan? Bakit ko sinabi yun?
As a teenager, but wait lang ma-brain it.
Ano, i-rewind natin? No, but... Hala. Sige, go. As a teenager, paano mo i-deal?
Paano kita okay, wait. Well, I mean, as a teenager right now in this generation especially, how would I mean, for me personally, how I would deal with it is just to really just block out that noise. Like, for me, blocking out the noise has always been my go-to. Not because it made me like feel anything. It's because I was able to still feel the noise. Na parang like it affected me. So, not blocking out doesn't necessarily mean you're running away from it. It means that you're still getting your own courage to like talagang say stop. I can't do this right now. Ganun. So, ever since I've been doing that, like lately especially, parang I've built enough self-respect for me to realize to know what I can do and what I can't do, because it's not easy to always leap. For me, it's not easy for me to always like leap at opportunities that would make me happy agad. Kasi, I mean, most of the things I learned, kasi like my mom said earlier, nowadays, especially for our generation, when something gets hard, we quit. And I'm a very, very, very good example of that. Kasi swimming, my mom wanted me to do it. If I got harder, I quit. Boxing then, when I was young, when we were younger, I would join her. Tapos parang harapan na ako, I quit. And then, every now and then, sa school din, like that back, especially in grade 9, super ako mag-quit. Tapos, that's when I realized na, oh yeah, well, that's when I found out na blocking out all the noise of like, okay, yeah, this is gonna get hard for me. I can't quit now. I have to block out that noise and it's gonna get hard. I have to know that it's gonna get hard. So that helped me for my mental health, and that made me grow a little bit of a, not tough skin, just more of a layer for me to protect myself in, because especially I live in this generation as a teenager who's literally part of it every day, because the first thing I do when I open my phone is go on social media too. It is more of like, for me, my thought process was I have to build up a tolerance for this, because I got bullied too when I was in grade 5. And now people who I know from that time, they apologize to me now. But it still doesn't change the fact that I got affected. So of course, I had like different stages through this din eh. Kasi the next year, ako naman yung naging bully. Tapos I found, what?
Sorry.
I told you that.
Ma'am, okay, I know.
Tapos, and then I learned again through the hard way na parang like, oh, okay, well, that's not good. So, I changed for the better, and everyone around me says that. That's why I say that. Because everyone around me sees it too. And I've been given not a lot, but I've been given a second chance in general. So, I've been able to learn how to respect and how to be respected na. And so far, like I said kanina, building up that kind of like layer for me to protect myself and has helped a lot because blocking out the noise and knowing what I'm capable of and not capable of doing or handling is very important for me as a teenager because a lot of things are hard for us. I mean, like now especially, yun nga, not our generation isn't the same as yours. Not everything is hard. Everything is easy. It's just on the tap of a phone now. And even if it's not, people can still not struggle because they have guidance from their elders also. That's a good thing. but it's also like where will they learn the discipline to? And that really does affect mental health a lot because that's when you don't build enough discipline. Wait. Tama ako the first time.
Discipline.
Oh, when they don't build up enough discipline, that's where you start to see the signs of when you talagang realize that your mental health is gonna decline.
Dami na kasing noise.
Yeah, kaya nga, it's so much noise. Way too much. Especially online. And then, when you're close to somebody too, and then they say something that they don't even know affects you. You really have to take in the fact that it's gonna be hard. Ako, I knew that, and right now, I've already accepted it. So that's why I'd say I'm pretty, like, getting there to the point na I can handle things and I know how to fight for myself na din kasi I know who I am. I know like I said kanina, I know what I'm capable of. So if someone hurts that, I'm not just gonna let someone diminish it. I'm not gonna fight them. I'm just gonna stand up for myself and say, no, that's not true. I can do that. It's so simple that, like the people like we mentioned kanina that are mean. People, they also have their own mental health issues. That's also why. That's probably why they're mean.
Yeah. Or they're bored.
Or yeah, they're bored.
They're just bored.
That's another thing. They have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And also, Elijah, Bombo, sinabi ko naman sa'yo, di ba, I never gave you yung false hopes about life. Laging ko sinasabi sa inyo ni Kay, sa inyong lahat ng mga babies ko, na life doesn't get easier. It will never get easier. It will get harder, but it's you, yung courage mo, yung mga natutunan mo, lahat yan will shape the person that you will become to handle those adversities. Ding, 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 ding. What a quotation from Mama. Oh my God. Quotable quotes.
Oh my God.
But, let's get back to yung mga, kasi syempre maraming mga parents na, ano po ba yung mga signs para makita namin na yung anak namin ay suffering from depression or mental health. Meron tayong mga mood swings. Diba? Yung mga, well, normal naman. Bakit ka napakunot noo? Mood swings. Ako kasi meron ako yan dahil may bipolar ako. Totoo yun. Totoong may mood swings. Mga little things na kung hindi ka magiging observant, ma-miss out mo Like, yung irritability. Oo, teenager sila, but there would be cases na they will be more irritable or there will be more anger in their hearts. Wow.
Yeah.
In their hearts. And also there's weight changes, eating habits na nagbabago, struggle sa academics, sa school, 'di ba? Tapos makikita mo they will lose interest in the things that they love or passionate about. And then another visitor. Welcome, Papa Joel. Uy, may camera. Hala ko dada. Hi. Anyway, so as a parent, you guys need to have, I know some parents do not have time. That's the reality. Even before, dati kasi yung mga mothers, they're stay-at-home moms. So, masasabi natin na, you please check your child, kung ano yung mga pinagdadaanan niya. But, women are also being successful people na they're out of the house, they've been working, they have their own goals. So, sometimes naiiwan talaga yung mga bata. And alam mo yan, dahil when I had Eli, I had other things that I wanted to do. Nag-aral ako abroad. Kumbaga, I have to be honest, hindi siya yung priority ko. Priority ko yung sarili ko. But that's not a bad thing. Because you also have to take care of yourself as a parent and as an individual. Because how do you become the best version of a parent kung hindi mo magawa yung the best version of you? So, it's a struggle sa mga magulang. Kasi you also have a child to look after. Na ang hirap eh. Ang hirap talaga
Yes, a second
balanse.
life.
Diba? Ang hirap balanse. Ikaw, anong naramdaman mo nung wala ako? Sige nga. Gusto ko yung open forum na to. Anong naramdaman mo nung wala ako?
Well,
Hindi mo alam kasi baby ko
I had money. I had money to I had mommy.
Wow,
I had mommy.
You had money.
Sorry, I had my lola kasi.
Hindi naman.
I had my lola kasi.
Sana all.
And how was that? With, gano'ng katagal ba yan?
Well, I left for
A year?
3 years. Pero hindi dire-diretso. Pag andito ako pag may bakasyon.
I want to hear it from
Yeah.
their point of view. Kasi may mga kilala ko na OFWs for the longest time. The single parents. Tapos naiwan lang yung anak nila sa either auntie or something. Oh, that's, parang, I don't know.
Ikaw, bukod sa addiction mo sa hair mo. Sige.
Anyway,
Sige. Speak your mind.
it was different. If I had to put it into one word, that it was different.
Okay.
The comfort I had with mommy kasi is very different with the comfort I had with you. Kasi you're my parent. You understand me in a way na I didn't even understand myself, of course, at the time. Si mommy took care of me and looked after me like I was one of her own. Because I am. I'm one of her own. From one of her own.
Nice one.
But, it's just the standard of taking care lang talaga. I didn't really feel na, the comfort was different in a way na parang, I felt comfortable with her kasi I know I'd be safe. I had a comfort with you because I knew that I could be open. So, it was really different. I'm not saying it is a bad thing, of course. Buti nga nandun siya kasi kung wala din siya, edi...
Kung wala si mami, hindi ako aalis.
Yeah,
Siyempre,
but
hindi naman ako magiging ganun ka-selfish.
Okay, but still, where would I...
Nakatitirahan po wala siya.
No, but it would have been really different and...
Yeah, and mommy and I are very different.
Tsaka, it really flashed to me talaga when recently we bought a pair of shoes, tapos a new socks, tapos my mom and I both realized na even sa pagturo lang ng socks, wala, no? Tapos sinabi ko, oh, well, could I have learned more? She was around. Pero, inisip ko na lang, kasi ako, I understand my mom a lot, obviously, because she's my mama. But, she has to do it for her. So, I keep that in my mind, because if she didn't do that, where would we both be?
And also, I wouldn't be able to tell you, go after your dreams.
Exactly. Kasi, you wouldn't have the experience yourself. But
I say what in the butt. I say what. But yeah, it's different and it's hard. Walang makakasabi kung gaano kahirap maging magulang because it's hard. And walang makakasabi na hindi mahirap maging anak because it's hard.
everything is hard.
Tayo, oo, yun kaya yung t-shirt natin, it's hard. But, di ba, tayo, naging anak din tayo eh. Mahirap.
Especially yung parents, they're also going through their stuff.
Yeah.
Tapos, sometimes they
Or
can
lalo na kung hindi pa nila alam kung anong meron silang problema and any mental condition. Ang dami ganun. Just last night kasi I was out and I was drinking with friends and yung anak nila, mga siguro sabihin natin mga 3-year-old or 4, mga ganung age, lumabas, gising pa. That was like 1 a.m. So pinapatulog nila and then the dad, we could hear it na hindi ko alam kung pinapalo yung bata. Or was it the chair? Parang tinatakot. Yung that alone, that scenario alone, I don't know how to, parang gusto ko nilang umalis. Kasi hindi ko naman siya pwede i-confront na, hey, kung anong problema mo, huwag mong ipasa sa anak mo. You know, kasi you're definitely yung mapapasa na yun. And also, I know that, you know, he grew up na battered child. So, nagiging siyang vicious cycle.
So, kailangan mo siyang
Kailangan, I think
i-break eh.
everyone ought to somehow at least have an awareness of what their traumas were before so that they could be able to address the problem with themselves ng properly, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, especially kung may anak ka, but sana kung, like, if you're just single, then that's fine, you know. Yung dog mo, absorbing lang yun eh. yung ano mo, di ba? Pero kung, ano eh, yun lang.
Yeah. Ako, that's the reason yun nga, sa magulang, you also have to be open to your children. Kasi they will also be the one that will love you unconditionally. And vice versa. Diba? So why not share with them your struggles? Because they will understand. They will understand. Hindi, imposibleng hindi because they are intelligent creatures. They're human beings.
Yeah.
They are there. We are all built to understand things. Manual. 'Di ba? Script, palabas. Siyempre tao din. We're built to understand. We're human beings. And then this is a very difficult topic for me to discuss. Suicide. Kasi recently, yung isa sa mga naging anak-anakan ko sa TV show, sa isang series na ginawa ko, committed suicide. And close ako dun sa isang anak, kapatid niya, na kasing edad mo halos or a little, hindi. Yung kapatid niya, which is yung close ko talaga dun sa family, is around 22 years old. And masyado ko siyang dinala. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ako maka-get over. Actually, hindi ako maka-get over na yung mga icons ko na nag-suicide. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ko maka-get over. There's Robin Williams. There's Alexander McQueen. There's Isabella Blow. There's Philip Seymour Hoffman. You know, ito yung mga I look up to. And, you know, I cherish their work. I cherish their everything. And then, suicide. It's very hard for me to hanggang ngayon hindi pa ako nakakanood ulit ng Robin Williams film. Hindi ko kaya. So parang nung ang lapit na nga, tama ka. It's so near you. Kakilala mo, tita ng kakilala mo. I mean, it's just so near you. And ako din, I've been honest na nag-suicide attempt ako nung bata ako. But I think more on I was trying to get attention from a certain person. Gusto ko sana parent, but it's true, parent. So, and hindi ko alam kung bakit mas madali ngayon. That boy was just in his teens. The daughter of Mama Charmaine was 16. I think Yulia was 16. And why is it happening? Why? We cannot ignore when they say, I have suicidal thoughts. Recently, I heard na may isang bata na nanonood ng isang YouTube video na instructional on how to tie or to hang yourself. And he tried. He was just 7. He died. Ano nangyayari sa mundo? Why are we ignoring the fact na suicides now are happening to younger people? Why, as parents, why is this happening? Diba? You ask yourself. But yung kay Mama Charmaine, alam ko, Yulia didn't have any sign that she was unhappy. She had her art at the time, and she was okay. And she was excited to go to somewhere. And then, that happened. And this one happened. Ito parang anak ko na din. And this thing happened. I don't know how to put into words yung confusion ko on why is this happening. Do you have anything to say about this? Because we don't understand where this is coming from. Yes, you are, sa mga sinabi mo kanina, you are you are blocking the noise. You know how to adjust to these certain situations now because you've learned from the bullying and etc. etc. But have you ever thought of this,
Have you thought of like,
the suicide? Because I remember this instance.
well,
Talk to the mic.
well, personally, no. I've never had.
But so what was that? It was just yung a way of getting attention o drama-drama ka lang doon.
No.
Oo.
Okay, fine, no. I just don't like talking about it, pero yeah.
We have to talk about
Okay,
it.
then, yeah.
Kasi we as parents, we don't know.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Saka, you'd be helping some people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I've
go.
had my fair share of thoughts like that too. Of course, like it started with the bullying before, and then when I got through that, it started from me regretting the actions I did and the people I hurt, and parang it translated to just me asking myself, am I a good person? And for a while I had those thoughts, but it went away because I realized na this is my philosophy on it kasi I don't think there's a thing as a bad or a good person. I think there are just people who have different morals. And I put that in my mind and that removed those thoughts. Kasi I think all I had to do was change my morals. And that made me think na. And then, when I started hearing more about like si Robin Williams, I heard about that late na. Tapos I heard about more people. Tapos I think I have a friend kasi who almost committed, and I was the one who was there helping her. And for me, it was like, oh my god, this is like. I didn't really fully absorb the situation until I heard I saw the words. Na she texted like, okay, nah, I can't do that. Tapos I realized na it's it's close. And for me, yeah, I learned how to block all the noise and all of that, but it's still gonna those thoughts are always gonna be there. But for me, to those people who are watching, the best thing I can say to you all is think about people around you, and think about if it's worth it or not. Kasi if you look at it from a different perspective, you start to realize na it's not worth it. If you hurt yourself, what will your parents think? Will they ever get over it?
Never.
Exactly. And then think about your friends. Yeah, maybe they make fun of you, but that's because they're your friends. And it's not your responsibility to stop them. It's your like need for yourself to stand up and tell them na, hey, since you're my friend, can you stop doing this? I hope you understand. And if they don't, drop them. Sorry. But like,
Okay.
no, but like it really that's a whole different thing. But you have to take care of yourself.
How do you do that
Wait
when
lang.
you're a teenager? No. I mean, I'm just making it clear. How do you do that as a teenager?
I was gonna finish that for a second. Anyway, you have to take care of yourself. Nawala to yung train of thought. Wait, you have to take care of yourself by, just thinking about a different perspective. And as a teenager, you have to listen to. Okay, this is not personal experience, kind of, but like this is more of like my thoughts on it. Kasi as a teenager, I think the way a way for us teenagers to deal with it is to talk to that younger version of yourself inside you. To that little kid kasi, I mean, we're still teenagers, so we're growing up, and we don't want to leave that little kid, like that version of us, behind. So listen to them, because they will not be happy. And to think about that, you have to make them proud kasi. Kasi they're the ones who set the goals for you. You're in the middle of that. You cannot leave that all behind. So, and there are many ways kasi to deal with it eh. Ako, I'm lucky to have a good environment. And having a good environment meant I was able to help my friend. So, I'm very grateful that I was there for them too. Kasi, not just that, out of everybody they reached out to, out of everybody that night, if I didn't say hi, they probably wouldn't even be here anymore. So, that made me talagang realize na, oh my God, it's really like dangerous. Of course, I meant like dangerous in a way na it's everywhere. So, there are many ways to deal with it. So, yes, always get help. No matter what, whether it be professional or whether it be from someone you really trust with your life, or just think a different perspective from other people around you. Like, don't be selfish, because that is really selfish. It's okay to be selfish in different ways for your mental health, yes, to take action for what you want, but never be selfish when it comes to taking your own life. Kasi if you don't have the will to live for yourself, and if you think you're gonna live for others, that's not true. You will always be living for you because you're the one who's in that position, not anyone else. So, yes, get help, either professional help, and make sure you surround yourself with people who care. And that is hard because there's gonna be a lot of people at first you don't think will care and actually do, but it really shows in their actions too. So really find people who care about you, because a starter is already your family. You don't need friends all the time. You have family. That's already important. I just happen to be lucky because I have people who understand me. And I happen to be lucky again because a lot of people gave me second chances. And that made me feel better. So being surrounded by people who care about you and getting help is really important. So as a teenager, never ever disappoint that little kid inside you. And as a person, always get help, because that's the best thing you can ever ask for. And just never ignore it, because it's the most selfless act you can do for yourself and for anybody.
Actually, ang ganda ng sinabi mo. Kasi, like, for example, ako noong 2016, I got extremely depressed. Sa work, etc., etc. And, again, dumating na naman yung tunnel vision na I wanted to commit suicide. Alam niyo, pag nandun kayo, ang hirap talaga makawala eh. It's a dark tunnel. And it's going to para kayong sinasuck in, kasi parang you feel like there's nothing to live for. And wala na. Okay na. Kahit na mamatay ako, okay na. Bahala na kayo. Bahala na kayo dyan. Kasi ako, hindi ko na kaya. So, dumating sa akin yun 2016 ulit. Because of course, when I was younger, I had other triggers. But this time, yun nga, yung kanina natin mga diniscuss na mga factors or triggers na meron tayo ngayon. And andun talaga ako. Ayoko nang tumayo para umihi. Nag-UTI na ako. And hirap talaga. So yun ang masasabi ko. Tama yung sinabi niya eh. For the teenagers or for the younger ones, they have to live for themselves eh. Diba? Parang you have to remember who you want to be, who you are. And kasi totoo, hindi natin nakikita yan. Kasi ako, I had my reasons. Diba? Sila, I don't know what the reasons are because of the influence that they get from social media, from the people, whatever. But ako, at the time, I have to tell you that ikaw ang talagang reason bakit hindi ako nagtuloy mag-suicide. And that's true. You have people that you're gonna leave behind. And it's such a selfish act when you don't. When you do it, ang pangit pakinggan na sinasabi mo yung ang selfish ng batang to. Because hindi naman niya alam eh. 'Di ba? But then again, tama ka na merong little boy or little girl inside of you na shouldn't die. Because yun yung magpupush eh. Parang, anong tawag doon?
Bona.
Anong tawag doon? Parang magsislingshot. Papunta dun sa gusto mo maging. So, that's a nice way of looking at it. Because we're old. We're older. We don't understand this youth anymore. Because when we were young, iba yung environment. So, tama. But, yes, if you feel like it, if you have something that you wanna talk about, itong mga suicide na to, not even that, just anxiety, depressive, yung mga ganyan, get professional help or get help, period. And parents, let's remember, mental health is a key part of human health. So, let's be proactive in in promoting mental health na sa bahay nyo. Sa bahay nyo, let's start now from home. Kasi wala nang takas eh. Sa phone pa lang andyan na siya eh. So we have to have stronger hold sa mga anak natin or even sa sarili natin. So let's create that proactive environment in being aware about mental health. Okay? Ikaw. Okay. Ang bigat. Mabigat tong episode na to. But usually, hindi naman ganito, guys. Pasensya na. So, okay. Para dun sa mga merong pinagdadaanan at kailangan ng help na ayaw tumingi ng tulong sa pamilya or anything kakilala, we have hotlines in the Philippines that are open 24/7, available in the whole nationwide in the Philippines. So, hotlines in the Philippines for suicide, depression, domestic violence, and more. So we have Hope Line. You can get in touch with them through 632-8804-4673. Their website is ngf-mindstrong.org. We also have In Touch Crisis Line. That's 632-8893-7603. And their website is in-touch.org. We also have NCMH Crisis Hotline. That's 1-800-188-1553. And their website is ncmhusaptayo.com. And Child Helpline 163. Just dial 163. And their website is foundation.abscbn.com. Okay. For those who are watching us here on YouTube, of course, we will also write down the details on our episode description. Okay? Elijah, do you have any last words?
Well, our usual last words are, please just, subscribe to our channel if you want to see
Ganda
more.
na last words. Yung last words mo, invite. Sige, invite muna. May last words.
Ano ba? Oh, wait. Oh.
Okay. Invite muna kasi low battery na.
Anyways, yes, please, if you guys want to see more videos and want to see what's gonna happen more on our podcast, please subscribe. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you want to share this to others, please share to everybody that you know.
We are on Instagram and TikTok as well at The Curious 2 Official. And if you guys have any ideas or any conversations about parenting, teenagers, please write it down on the comment section below or message us on Instagram and TikTok. Let's have a community and help each other in this journey as parents. Okay. Anong last words mo? May last words na ako. Simulat ko.
Okay, my last words are, please, everyone, take care of yourselves. If you can't take care of yourself, you can never take care of anyone else. So please take care of yourselves. That's all you need to know.
Kasali ka ba dito? Sige, anong last words mo? Communicate. Word. Okay, let's clap our hands for communicate. Okay, and we are all humans. We all have good days and bad days. And let's be there for each other. Kindness goes a long way. And a few nice words can help a person more than you think. Wala ng battery. Pero may audio pa rin. So, again, thanks for joining us today, and we'll be back for another podcast here at The Curious 2. Bump it,
boosh.